Hey folks, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk and MLM News Talk. I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has made this the #1 watch newscast in network marketing worldwide. Guys like George Forey over at That MLM Beat in Australia, Ted Knighton over in the Netherlands at businessforhome.org, all the bloggers around the United States. Ty Tribble has made this huge over at MLMblog.net, where people are constantly getting fed information, all of the social profiles. It's not about us, it's about you guys knowing what's going on, what's happening in the industry. Good, bad, doesn't matter. All kinds of editorials, commentary, the news that's coming out. We try to make sure that you, the average distributor, all the way up to the company owners, know what's happening. Some of the information that we get, people say, Troy, how do you find all this information? There's some great places out there. One of the industry magazines that we always go to is Direct Selling News. You can get this if you're a CEO, a founder, a vendor in the industry. Great stuff that comes out. I get stuff from the Association of Network Marketing Professionals Board of Directors. It's a great organization. Company owners, team members, direct seller distributors, brand new, join this organization and pass information along so we can help each other out. We can help young companies, talk about old companies, see what we can do to become better as an association. And I think worldwide we're doing this now, and that's the exciting part from a distributor standpoint. So what's in the news this week? I'll tell you what, the billion-dollar market. This is huge. Let me put on my spectacles so that we can actually see what's happening. And guys, this is stuff that we all need to talk about. Let's look at the United States. These numbers come from 2009. That's the most current numbers. All the mathematical, analytical people, the CPAs and all that are working on the current numbers. But listen to this. 2009, the United States did $28.3 billion in sales. That's powerful right there. Now, we were down a little bit. We were down 4.4% over the year before. I've talked about this in the past. Here's a great thing. Retail sales was down 7.3%, so that's a win-win right there. We added 1 million distributors to the field. Now, this is something I think that's important. Recruiting always comes before sales. So we should see some numbers start to creep up in 2010. I think 2011 is going to be awesome. The #2 industry out there is Japan. Now, Japan was #2 with $22.4 billion in sales. Some companies have left. Avon's put their stuff up for sale. Some companies like Amway is still cranking up. Tupperware's had a good year over there. Here's what we have to do. Let's keep all of our brothers and sisters in Japan in our prayers. After the earthquakes and the tsunamis and stuff, their economy's getting hit hard. A lot of the distribution channels have been hit hard. Their sales may be down, but they need us to come forth right now and help them out. So any of you big guys, if you've got leaders in your team in Japan that are hurting, can you send us the news? Send it to Troy Dooley at MLMhelpdesk.com. Troy Dooley at MLMhelpdesk.com. Get it into us. We want to be able to share some of their stories, get the information out there, see if we can help them out in one way or the other. I know all of our companies have been sending humanitarian aid over there, and that's a positive right there. The world's third largest market with $13.5 billion in sales last year was Brazil. Now this country is still growing. I mean, it's phenomenal to see what's happened. China's #4. We've got companies coming and going over there. That's just a rough country to work in. They closed their door in 1998 to direct sellers. 2006, they opened it back up. Avon was the first company to really do anything over there. It's a whole different ballgame. Some of our companies, what they do is they go in and they start retail shops, and then they branch out into the direct selling market. South Korea. You know, if you're a military guy, you've probably spent some time there. Man, they're growing $7.84 billion. Mexico, this is one let's talk about real quick. I know Manatech is going into there. Evolve has just gone into there. Even though the media loves to show the craziness of Mexico, and I mean there is. Lots of lives have been lost. The drug war and everything else is going on. They've got a middle class down there that's kicking butt. And they are taking direct selling by storm. $4.83 billion last year. Avon expects to see double-digit growth. I'm excited about this. Germany's #7, $3.6 billion. Italy, $3.6 billion in sales. The sales force over there grew by 25,000 last year. It's fun to watch internationally as we start to grow. Russia. Now, this has been a controversial country. After the fall of the wall, after communism, there was still a lot of black market, a lot of crazy stuff. Rod Cook could tell you we lost a good attorney over there in a wild shootout situation. but this country now is at 3.6 billion. We've seen some great companies. The big companies like Exango and some of the others have gone into there doing some stuff. It'll be interesting to see where that grows and what happens. The United Kingdom has fallen out of the top 10. They are now number 11 with 2.2 billion, but some good stuff is happening. Avon, Betterware, and some of the other companies are starting to move up over in the United Kingdom. They've had some, Amway went through a heck of a time over there. It's tough laws. They're going through some stuff. Let's look at number 12, Taiwan, 1.7 billion. Thailand, 1.56. I love seeing that Asian Pacific realm come up. I know Monavi sent Randy Larson over there to really drive their sales. They're looking at that to be a big hub for their billion-dollar growth to hit 20 billion in 20 years. It'll be fun to watch. Canada, number 14. This is a small, even though it's in North America, 1.3 billion in sales. Party Plan is going huge in Canada. Now, we lost an old company a couple of years ago, Weekenders, that had been a female clothing line. Great company, just went down. They've had some of their own headaches, but they're coming on strong, and I'm glad to see that. Australia made it in the top 20 this year. This is great. 1.25 billion in sales reported in 2009. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to put a hat off right here. I believe part of the increase in exposure in Australia has a direct response to George Forey's That MLM Beat. He's based out of Australia. He's gotten all kinds of activity going on over there with what they've been doing. My hat is off to him. I love that. Number 17 is Argentina. South America is just flat coming on strong. If your company's not in South America, I think you're missing the boat, because the connection to South America and the Latino community in the United States is a direct proportion. Big thing. Malaysia's number 18 with 1.3 billion. Here's another controversial country. We saw Mexico with the drugs and all that. Venezuela, $1.12 billion, brand new to the list. And guys, let me tell you something. Part of the craziness, I think, that goes on in the world today can't be stopped. History's proven that. But man, if we start putting on more and more people in controversial companies or countries, the Mideast, the South America, all over the place, do you realize that as a collective team, a grassroots effort, we might be able to bring peace in some of these areas and really get an effort to go out there and change the world in a positive direction. And I'm excited about that. Man, that India rounds out the top 20. India's only got 1.6 billion. Obviously, Amway's the largest over there. But my partner, guy that I just adore and love, BK Barreco's opened up India with Vima. I believe it's going to be a big hit. Matter of fact, Brian McMullen, one of our former vice president of the AMP, is in Vima, just made one of their top ranks over there. Big diamond guy. I love that. Things are going strong all over the industry. But I want to hit some more stuff here for you guys. I don't want to keep you all day, but there's some powerful stuff that's come out in this magazine that I think we need to share. Number one, I'm going to be in Dallas next month, April 27th through the 28th, right here. Registration now if you're a company owner. Ryan Blair from Visalis is going to be a keynote speaker there. Rita Davenport, a hero of mine over at Arbonne. Arbonne went through a crazy time last year. She is stuck to her guns. They're doing some great stuff. Scott Lawrence from Ambit Energy is going to be there. I've always wanted to hear him speak. And the famous Jeff Olson's going to be there. You talk about an author and a writer. It's going to be a blast, guys. Let's look at some of the stats that are out there right now. Oh, no, I got to brag about somebody else. See this beautiful woman right here. Can you guys see her? That's Mary Christensen. She's going to be next month in Orlando at the Real Savvy Success Female Symposium. You do not want to miss this. Some of the greatest female and male trainers. Yours truly is going to be there. It's going to be an exciting time. Todd Falcone, some of the other guys. Look, you want to show up, male or female, you should be at that event so that you can learn how to empower the females on your team. Listen to me. Over 80% of the direct sales force in the United States is females. Why would you not want to learn more? It's $97. It's at the Sheraton Hotel. It's a beautiful place. Matter of fact, my family's all going with me. They had planned on going to Disney World. After seeing the swimming pools, they decided to stay there. I think it's going to be a great time. You guys need to be there. I want to look real quick at one thing. I've talked both positive and negatively, critically about Amway. And Russ Evans passed away. He was their vice president and CFO for years. passed away unexpectedly in January. Our hat is off to his family and to Amway. I know he made a big impact in that business. Real quick before we shut her down, let's look at the financial report. Prepaid Legal, as you guys all know, has sold to Mid-Ocean Partners. It was a $650 million transaction. I think that's going to be a very positive thing. This is showing that our industry has grown, that we have become a very beautiful place for these venture capitalists, these equity funds, even individual investors like Warren Buffett and Donald Trump have come into here and they're seeing things. That can be good. It's a little scary, I know. Hang in there if you're a rep with Prepaid Legal. Let's see how this goes. Mid-Oceans already has some great people who have direct selling experience. What else do we have? Amway. Amway's parent company, Altacore rather, has grown by 9.2 billion to 9.2 billion, over 8 billion the year before. That's positive. Avon is up in the third quarter, 13%. I love that. Nu Skin announced record fourth sale and annual results of 402 million for the quarter. That's a 6% improvement. Man, that's great. Company reported 1.4 billion. Okay, you can't beat that. Tupperware brand sales and profits are up in the fourth quarter by 6%. This is phenomenal. We have turned the economic corner. I told you, recruiting comes, now sales comes. USANA, net sales for the fourth quarter increased by 17.8%. Man, this is great. Herbalife, fourth quarter net increase by 17%. This is some beautiful stuff here, guys, that's rocking. We wanted to share that. What is the other stuff that's going on in the industry? Always, you've got your positive, you got your passion. Things are going on. Something that is going crazy right now. I hate lawsuits. Matter of fact, I'm working right now with a company out of Texas to try to make sure that a lawsuit doesn't take place. We want to try to not arbitrate, but mediate some stuff and take care of it between a top distributor and the company. I pray that we can take care of this. Here's one that we haven't been able to even be a part of. Lynn Clements has reported on this phenomenal report. Glenn Jensen, the founder of Agile, has he's seeking $1 million plus in damages and the dissolution of Agile. You can look at this. It's sad. Agile's an up-and-coming company. They've been great stuff. A little controversial. All companies are. But I hate to see this. We're going to put the report up here, though, because it's very important as distributors that we understand what's going on, that we have some facts that we can look at, that we can go out there and talk to people intelligently when they blast us with this. I reported last week Barry Minko has actually pled guilty to charges, and I love that. Rod Cook broke that story. Lynn Clements has really dug up a great report and has reported on this. Guys, this is, hey, it happens. Let's go out there and do the best we can, though, to make this an industry we can be proud of. I want you guys, seriously, go over. I'm going to put it on the blog post. Go to realsavvysuccess.com. We want to see you at this event. This is the event of the year. Some of the greatest people. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not telling you her name. But there's a lady that actually went to prison for her belief in direct selling in a foreign country. She decided to stay there and help educate her country on the ways of direct selling. That country is now growing. She's got the world's largest downline, 7 million people in her downline. Why would you want to miss this? She is coming to this event on her own. We're not paying her to show up. She's going to be there. I'm not paying to show. I mean, we're going to go and we're going to present. We're going to give you guys something. Please go. Show up. You might even see my sister there. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy time. Folks, live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.